Wow, the room looks a lot bigger from up here, guys. You've had Michael and Glenn and Leo, and now you've got Chris Abraham. And my story is going to be a little bit more down to earth, I guess, a bit more day to day about what I've achieved with eXp over the last 4.5 years. As I said, I joined eXp around 4.5 years ago, and my business has generated around £950,000 in fees. Not quite at the £1 million yet, but I've been asked to tell you about my story today. Before I get into the sort of detail of my agency and my business, I think one of the reasons we do what we do is our families. And it's quite interesting hearing about all the global stories. There's my wife and my 4 boys. My eldest boy, Seth, there, he's with the short hair. He's moving to Canada in a couple of weeks. My twins are doing their A-levels, and little Leo there with his mum and myself are moving to Spain in a few months' time. So I'm hoping to harness the global power of eXp and generate new business opportunities in those areas. So a little bit of background about myself so you understand why my story is relevant, I guess. Some of my achievements to date. I've icon twice with the business, and I'm a couple of completions short of iconing again, so I'm fairly certain I'm going to be a 3-time icon agent soon. I was eXp's UK Agent of the Year. I was eXp's Agent of the Year internationally and in the UK in 2022, and I'm currently the #2 international agent on volume and sides, and I'm fast chasing Mark and Amy trying to get one of my titles back next year if I can. I've sold over 450 homes with my business since joining, and so I'd like to think that I understand the model and how to generate leads and everything else because of what I've achieved. This is the awards ceremony in London, and that's, if you don't know, that's Adam, the UK leader, who's the inspirational leader for us in the UK and who brought me into the business, and I'm forever grateful. So, interestingly, I've only been in real estate for about 7 years. I run a successful family business, and myself and my wife have always worked together, and she's the backbone of my business that allows me to do the day job. But we decided to train in real estate in 2017, and I joined a UK company called Purple Bricks. Some of you won't know those, but I was with them for a couple of years, but there wasn't enough money and there wasn't enough time. It was just chasing what they wanted me to do and not what I wanted to do. So we decided to start researching self-employed companies, and the US models, I guess, were just coming into Europe and the UK then, and I went up to one of the Keller Williams market centres, and I didn't like that one little bit. So, it was like a cult. It just wasn't for me. I'm a bit more relaxed, and I just need my space and my time. So I spoke to Adam. Adam kindly drove down from London to see me in Cardiff, and from there we've never looked back really. It's just a photo of the opening night in London when we launched eXp UK. Like you were all here today, I'm a massive advocate of events, and we gain so many new connections and experiences from them. So I'm preaching to the converted here because you're already here, but events are a big thing for me. So when I joined, I was agent number 31 in the UK. We sold 3 houses, and the global pandemic hit. So I'd given up my job, I'd launched a new business, sold 3 houses, I had 4 children, under 15, and a mortgage to pay. So basically, what do we do next? So this photo might look a bit stupid to you, but it's really important to me. Most of you will be aware of Amazon, the global sort of delivery service, and they're huge in the UK, and they were the only company basically where you could gain employment. So during the pandemic, when all the real estate agents shut down, and I just launched, I joined Amazon and worked my backside off for 4 months whilst setting up my social media and everything in the background when all the other real estate agents were closed in the UK. So that photo was taken the day I resigned from Amazon because I realised my dream and my estate agency business was born. Now when we left Amazon, how did we build our brand? And there's going to be a lot of other speakers talking in more detail about some of this, because I've got a clock there that's counting me down and it's quite scary. But Facebook is huge. I'm sure you all use Facebook, but the demographic for me of Facebook, and I know a lot of you use other methods as well, but 25 to 50-year-old people are going to buy houses. And it was a huge part of what we did, our Facebook business page and our Facebook community in sort of building our contacts. The video content as well, the video content is more and more prevalent, and there's way better videographers in the room than myself. I just tend to be myself and do what I do, and people buy into that. But if you're not using video on your social media, you absolutely should be, no matter what it looks like, because your clients and your vendors see the sincerity in what you're trying to do, which is the next time. And the connections in the hometown. I mean, I've got 4 children, which puts me into lots of different social circles. So I'm able to not exploit that, but there's an opportunity there where everybody wants to talk about 2 things: holidays and real estate. So they're always talking to you about, and there's opportunities there. And then the last one, which you see on the next page, is branding. I've got a colourful van there that you can see, and jokes aside, that has won me so many instructions. My kids fit in the back, it advertises my business. The football team doesn't fit in the back, just my kids. Adam thinks I'm nuts driving that around, but by sponsoring local teams as well, I've gained a foothold in the community and become the #1 agent in the area. In terms of revenue share, it's a bit embarrassing talking about revenue share here, but I met the guy called Cliff yesterday. So I don't know if he's there, but you may as well take this over. But look, I'm a slow starter with revenue share. I firmly believe that I wanted to walk the walk before I started telling other people about our business. So with my achievements now, and a little bit I'm going to touch on really quickly after, I'm now gaining sort of foothold with revenue share. I've become at the minute it's a secondary income to me. I've introduced around 20 business in my organisation, so it's still early days, but it's the balance of the selling houses and introducing agents is the challenge now because of what's ahead for me. And there's just a couple of the guys, some of those guys are really smashing it, and it's really rewarding to see other agents you bring into the business sharing in successes. Teams, that's quite new in the UK. Excuse me. I was one of the ones who pushed Adam, he won't mind me saying that, to bring it to the UK, because I hadn't outgrown what we were trying to do, because some of the other agents weren't around then because I was quite new to it, but we were going so big so fast that I needed something else. I wanted a brand on Rightmove and everything else. So I don't know what it works like in Spain and everything else with Idealista, but when you're a team in the UK, you get your own Rightmove brands, not eXp, you're Chris Abraham powered by eXp and your own badge. And that was huge for me. And we've done a bit of research on that in the UK, and it's about 30% increase in productivity because we've got our own brand powered by eXp. Don't know what photos. That's Alicia, she's one of my team members, so the slight difference in the boards there is that's my board, and then that's her new boards because she's one of my original team members. What next? Well, what's next for me is to be really nice to sit down in 2 minutes, because this is quite scary. But apart from that, I've just bought a property in Spain. So the bottom property there, I've forgotten all these cards. The bottom property there is my new house in Spain, and my wife and my little boy are moving to Spain in a couple of months. And the top one there is the beach in La Cala de Mijas, which is on the Costa del Sol. So if there's any agents from Costa del Sol, I'd love to connect with you and pick your brains on that kind of stuff. And that's where revenue share now becomes truly important for me. We are splitting our family for reasons, for what we see as a better life. And I'm potentially at the point now where I'm pivoting my business from being one of the biggest producers internationally with eXp to one of the new sort of revenue share type agents, and this company will give me the opportunity to hopefully build a new life in Spain. And that's basically my story, and I've got exactly 10 seconds left. So, merci, gracias, obrigado, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Chris. That was really an inspirational story for all of us.